Shortly after 1830, Belgium was thinking about building a rail network as an alternative to water transport. The first line would run from Malines to Brussels in 1835. The main north-south and east-west lines were completed in 1843. The first trans-European line saw the light of day between Liège and Cologne in the same year. Édouard Hotelet, Paul Hotelet's father, was instrumental in developing the railway system by installing tramway lines in Belgium and abroad. At the end of the 19th century, Belgium has a thriving economy. But the workforce is exploited and has neither the right to vote nor political status. This gives rise to much discussion, concentrated around the social sciences and sociology. Ernest Solvay is a key figure in this movement. The Mundaneum was founded in Brussels in September 1895 and was called the International Institute of Bibliography. It aimed to assemble all human knowledge in one place. In other words, to reference all the works published throughout the world since the invention of printing. 18 million index cards were written and exchanged with an international network of contributors between 1895 and 1934. They're filed in cabinets containing 15,000 drawers. The World Fairs were a genuine showcase for technical progress and never ceased to fascinate the public, from the very first one in England in 1851. Hotelet and La Fontaine saw in these events a way of broadcasting their work internationally. They were rewarded with a gold medal at the Paris World Fair of 1900, whilst the Brussels World Fair in 1910 saw the birth of the International Museum. Installed in the Cinquantenaire, this International Museum saw itself as a completely new type of museum. Hotelet moved well away from the concept of a place reserved for an intellectual elite and created a place of learning for everyone. 150 rooms provided access to knowledge for the general public. Exhibits mainly comprised objects or illustrations dedicated to universal history, the countries of the world, science and technology. The creative drive of Hotelet and La Fontaine extends to the idea of a global city, a place of exchange and understanding between peoples. According to Hotelet, building this ideal city means putting bricks around ideas. But the situation in the interwar period will not allow the creation of such a global city. It will remain a utopian ideal. 1919. The League of Nations was founded to preserve peace in Europe by encouraging negotiation rather than conflict. Its creation was closely linked with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles at the end of the First World War. Hotelet and La Fontaine were very enthusiastic about it and were involved in the development of the International Committee on Intellectual Cooperation. The League of Nations was the forerunner of the United Nations.